Hey guys, it's me Jazz, and welcome back to my channel. So as some of you may know, I have been really into the law of attraction, and it's been about a few years now, but as time goes on, I am constantly learning and trying out new ways to implement it into my life. So this video is going to be all about 4 easy ways that you can incorporate the law of attraction into your life. And just a little bit of backstory for people that don't understand the concept of the law of attraction. The law of attraction is basically the concept that your thoughts create your reality. Also, it is going with the concept of you can manifest what you want in life just by thinking about it, believing in it, and harnessing your mental energy, focusing on that thing. You can manifest that thing in a physical form. The law of attraction works whether you are consciously using it or not. You could be going about life, mundane everyday activities. Maybe you are a little bit more on the pessimistic side or negative side, and you're wondering why the same bad things or negative things are happening for you. It's because of your mindset. So if you shift your mindset, then you can change your life. So this video is going to be 4 different tips for you to use every single day to implement the law of attraction in your life. So let's go ahead and start with the first tip that I have for you guys. The first tip, and the first thing that you should probably do after deciding what you want, is to write it down. So write it down. When you are writing things, you are scripting, you are spelling, you are manifesting. Getting it out of your head and onto a physical form is going to be a great way to help you attract the things that you want in your life by just simply writing it down. Another tip I have for y'all with regards to writing it down is to write it down in blue ink. There is some science behind this, both real science and metaphysical science, that has to do with blue ink and manifesting. So if you want to just go ahead and put your wants and desires, or write down a paragraph of how you see yourself or the life that you see yourself living, go ahead and write that down in blue ink. That's going to be the first easy way that you can start manifesting. And once you write it down, keep that piece of paper around you. Maybe refer back to it, look it over from time to time. You don't need to constantly obsess over what you've written down, but maybe you keep it at the end of your planner week, so that at the end of the week, when you're turning the next page, you are reminded of the goal that you want to achieve or the life that you see yourself living. You're reminding yourself of that consciously on a weekly basis, or maybe you keep it in your bathroom drawer with your first aid stuff, and you don't get hurt often, so maybe you only see this every few months or so. So just keep it somewhere where you will see it often but not too much, so that it's in an obsessive kind of way. That would be the tip I have for you guys regarding writing it down. The next easy way to implement the law of attraction in your life is to meditate. So meditating can be hard at first, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes very easy and almost routine. So meditating can look different to everybody. We all know the traditional form of meditation where you're sitting with your eyes closed and you're maybe doing some hums or some humming internally and trying to clear your mind and create a blank space. If that's really difficult for you, there are some other ways to meditate. So for me personally, the traditional way of meditating is difficult for me. I aspire to get to that level, but I am not there yet. So there are other forms of meditation. One way that you can try to clear your mind is by having it focus on something else and blocking out those negative thoughts or whatever, or anxious thoughts. So focus on something else solely, but you have to be conscious of what you're focusing on. So my recommendation is to listen to frequency music. When you're sitting there meditating or laying there meditating, it does not have to be always have to be sitting down. You can lay down also. So when you are doing that, maybe you can put on some frequency music. So if you just type in YouTube, type in frequency music, a lot of things will come up, And frequency music is measured in hertz, so you'll see 369 hertz, you'll see 724 hertz, you'll see 555 hertz. So everything's measured in hertz, and they all give off different vibrations sonically to put you in a different mental space. And just practice with the frequency music so that you're at least tuning into something positive and something that will help you. And the other way that you can meditate, which is the way that I really like, is to walk in nature. Go outside and walk in nature by yourself with no noise, so not having your headphones in, not listening to music, just listening to nature. Listen to the birds chirp. Listen to everything that you would not be hearing if you were listening to music in your headphones. Tuning into the natural frequency can be a form of meditation as well. And it's also very pretty. You get to have your eyes open, and I just really like that form of meditation. I always come back with a clearer mind, clearer head if you tune into it. So meditating does not always have to be the traditional form. Meditating will allow you to not only clear your mind of negative thoughts, but it'll also get you back to center and have you focus on what you really want, which can be what you are trying to manifest. So meditation is extremely important in the law of attraction. The third tip that I have for you guys is gratitude. So gratitude can be in the form of just saying out loud what you are grateful for, or writing down what you are grateful for. It can also be positive affirmations, so being appreciative for what you have, speaking kindly to yourself, and bringing positivity into your life in that way. When you are grateful for what you have and appreciative for what you already have or already are doing, then the universe will want to bless you even more because you appreciate what you already have. If you are complaining about your life, you're complaining about what you look like or what you're doing or anything like that, then the universe is confused and they're like, okay, why would I give you more things to possibly complain about? You're not even appreciating what you already have. And also, the way that the law of attraction works is you could be complaining like, oh my gosh, I hate my car, and your car can start having all these issues because you are speaking hate to your car. And the more hate you speak to things, whether it's an inanimate object or yourself, the more bad things or negative things will happen, because negativity is going to be attracted to you. If you are positive, then positivity is going to be attracted to you. Totally opposite of how magnets work, but just think of it like that. You speak positive, you receive positive. You speak negative, you will receive negative. So practice gratitude, and that should be definitely a daily practice of yours. Even when things are looking bad, so maybe you are having a really bad day, it's like this is going wrong, this is going wrong, this is going wrong. Look at inconveniences as a blessing in disguise. Look at the silver lining in things. Like, say you're stuck in traffic, you really got to go somewhere, but you're stuck in traffic, and oh my gosh, you get up to the sign and then you see there's a detour sign, you got to go a different way now, you're going to be late to where you're going, and you're like so frustrated by this. Instead of being so frustrated by something that you cannot control, something that's already happened and out of your hands, why don't you think of it in a positive way and see the silver lining? You were detoured because there was an accident that happened 5 minutes before you approached it. That could have been you. So be grateful that that wasn't you. Be grateful that you got the detour and not the accident. Think about life in that way, and your life will change. And the last thing that is going to be an ongoing thing that you should do and try to implement in your life daily is walk in the path of your desired life. Okay, so I'm going to explain what that means, but walk in the path of your desired life. Not the life you have currently, but the life that you want. Walk in that path. And that means to rearrange what you're doing now, because we are doing things as if our life is the way it is now, because that comes natural to us. Start rearranging your life and setting it up for your desired life. And I'm going to give you guys 3 examples for that. So the first example for that would be, say that you want to be an entrepreneur. You've written it down, you're saying how much money you want to make, you're saying you want to be a business owner, you're talking about entrepreneurship, you're looking at entrepreneur videos, you are filling your mind up with what you want, right? Now you have to start applying that in your everyday life. And how you can do that is, okay, you want to be an entrepreneur. right? So an example would be, say you're apartment shopping, right? You're apartment shopping and you yourself and you may only need a 1-bedroom, right? What would entrepreneur you need? An entrepreneur you would need a 2-bedroom, because you need your bedroom and you need your office and you need your storage space for all your inventory, and you would need a 2nd bedroom, a workspace, because your future self, works from home. So instead of searching for an apartment that has the needs of your current self, search for an apartment that has the needs of your future self. Even though you may not need a 2nd bedroom right now, your future self will need that. And this is attaching money to it as well. So now you're paying for a 2nd bedroom. You may still even be working a job and you don't have any type of entrepreneurship under your belt yet, but just you getting a 2nd bedroom and paying for a 2nd room, subconsciously or consciously, you're going to want to be using that 2nd room productively. So it may jumpstart your entrepreneurship because you are now paying to hold that space. So it triggers your mind in that way. It's like, oh, I'm paying for the 2nd bedroom, I'm not using it. Maybe I should start using it. And maybe instead of waiting until the time is right and perfect to start your business, maybe you starting your business little by little by little, just to utilize that space that you're now paying for. And eventually you will be happy that you got that space because your future self is going to use that space. So that's a way of setting your life up for your future self instead of your current self. Walk the path of your desired life, not your current life. Example number 2 maybe you want to manifest a luxury car. You put on your list, you've written down, I want a Mercedes-Benz 350 or whatever, right? Say that you want that car. You got the picture of the car, you got it written down in your blue ink. When you are walking outside, you're thinking about it. You got those steps down pat. Now we need to start acting like we already have it or we're about to get it. So a way that you can start acting like that is say that you are searching for a new credit card. You need a new credit card, you're trying to get a new credit card. You need to act like you're about to get that car. Even though you're not, or you may not be, even though you may not be about to get that car, you still have the car you have now, you don't even have any money saved up for the down payment, you think that you getting that car is far-fetched or far in the future, don't act like it's far-fetched or far in the future. So when you're searching for a credit card, instead of going for credit cards that require a hard pull, go for credit cards that require a soft pull. Now, you may really want this credit card but it requires a hard pull. It's a hard inquiry. Now, if you know anything about credit, you know that it's going to be harder for you to get the best interest rate and best deal on a car if you have too many hard pulls on your credit report. And those hard pulls can last 2 years. So you really need to be acting as if you're about to get this dream car. You don't want your decision right now to get this car that you really want when there's another car that's almost just as good that only requires a soft pull and won't mess up your chances of getting your dream car in the future. So act as if you already have what you want or that it's on the way. So if you knew that you were about to buy a new car, you would not be shopping around and getting hard inquiries left and right for credit cards or loans. You just wouldn't do that. Just like if you're about to buy a house, you would not be doing too many hard inquiries right before you buy a house because that's going to affect your chances of getting a good mortgage loan. So set yourself up for what your future self needs, not for what you need currently. And the last example that I have for you of that, just to put everything into perspective on how to do this, maybe what you want more than anything is to be happily married, right? You want to be happily married and have a family. But say currently, your current self is single with no kids, but that's not what your desired self is, right? Say that you have a chest of drawers, right? You have a chest of drawers and you have one side for the chest of drawers, the other side for the chest of drawers is split in the middle, maybe 6 drawers, just imagine a chest of drawers. Okay, it's you, yourself, and you living by yourself. You would use up all 6 of those drawers, right? Your future self would have to split that, and half of that would go to your future partner and the other half would go to you, most likely, right? So go ahead and start preparing yourself for what you want. If you want a relationship, prepare yourself for that. So what you could do is, instead of utilizing that half of the drawers, utilize your half of the drawers. Even though you don't have no man in your place, you know, whatever, but your future self will. So go ahead and prepare it. And subconsciously, you're setting yourself up for the life that you want. You're getting yourself used to it so that when what you are manifesting comes into your life, it's an easy transition. Both mentally and physically, it'll be an easy transition because you've already been preparing for it. You've already been doing the work, right? So that's another way that's more subconscious that will help you prepare for the life that you want. Just little actions like that will make a huge difference subconsciously. So those are my 4 tips that I have for you guys. Write it down, practice meditation, practice gratitude, and walk in the path of your desired life. So those are my tips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope maybe you can take some of these tips and apply it to your life. If you have some more tips that you want to share with people, please leave them down in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!